Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Let's go.
Peace, family. Welcome back to Shamzilla's Hot Seat Boxing. Shout out to the YouTube boxing community, the YTBC. That's how we started. That's how we gonna finish. And I just want to welcome my brother, the Doc, from Head Bustin' Boxing, back to Shamzilla's Hot Seat Boxing once again. I guess we're gonna start off with this True Media. Let's go.
All right, well, we got a lot to talk about. Devin Haney did his thing against Jorge Linares. He got the win. A lot of people criticized how it played out at the end, but he did his part. So now he's just waiting on Teofimo Lopez to handle his business with his fight coming up in July. I believe it's the 19th with George Kambosos Jr. So tell me what you think about the fight and what you think the outcome will be.
Oh, well, hey, so I did a little bit more research on Kambosos, man. I checked him out when he first went pro, all the way up to his Shelby fight. And, I noticed he got some good qualities. He got some good basic skills. And, I love his jab, man. This kid, Kambosos, he got a nice jab. He shoots it real fast. He doubles up on it. He got a hell of a right uppercut. He fast. I got to give it to him. He was stopping them guys when he first, started his pro career, but they were kind of protecting him. They had him under their wing, linking him up with the right fighters and stylistically matching him up correctly. And I watched him grow, man, but I think the boy got too many flaws for T.O. I see that Kambosos, he get out of position a lot. And he also gets into these trading wars all the time. It's like he fights emotionally. So I see him taking unnecessary punishment a lot of times when he falls out of position, and he usually gets countered real good. If he goes into this fight with T.O. emotional like that and staying in the pocket too long, T.O. gonna hit him with something. You know what I'm saying? T.O. gonna hit him with something and hurt him. I very seldom see Teofimo getting out of position. He's a very poised boxer in that ring. He's got good footwork. He's an excellent counterpuncher. And like we said, I heard Kambosos say things like, where was his power during the Lomachenko fight? He only showed power when he dropped your boy. What's his name?
Tomorrow, Comey.
Richard Comey. When he dropped Richard, he showed some power there. But T.O. definitely got some power because that's the reason why Lomachenko was sitting there twiddling his thumbs and was scared to engage with the boy because the boy was landing some flush counters on him. So that kept him at bay. So basically, man, I got T.O. I say eighth round stoppage. If Kambosos got a good fighting plan, it might go 12. But I don't really see it going 12. I think Kambosos is going to get emotional. He's going to try to bite down. He's going to stay in the pocket too long. He's going to get hit with something. I think he's going to get sat down a couple of times. Mm-hmm. But one thing about Kambosos is he's a warrior. And he does have speed, and he does have a hell of a jab. So let's see what his game plan is. But I got T.O., man, stoppage by in the 8th round. What about you, bro? What you got up?
To tell you the truth, you pretty much said it all. I think Kambosos, for him to win, he's definitely gonna have to win the battle of the jabs. I think he'll have to. He's gonna have to get some body work in. To me, boxing is simple. it can be extremely easy when you do the right things. Like you said, don't stay in the pocket too long, especially with a counter puncher. Don't hook with a hooker. Win the battle of the jabs. Double up, triple up on the jabs, and get to the body. If you can get to somebody's body, you can take a lot of the steam out of their punches. You can take a lot of the speed and athleticism away from fighters like a Teofimo Lopez. So I mean, like you said, if he come with the right game plan and execute his game plan, then all bets are off. But just off of straight up talent and the eye test, as you said in the last video, I'll definitely got to go with Teofimo. But I do believe Kambosos Jr. is a live dog. But I just think he's out of his league, honestly.
Facts. There's levels to it.
Now, with that being said, before we get on up out of here, I do want to ask you this. Do you see Teofimo Lopez getting in the ring with Devin Haney next, especially considering people are saying that he had a poor performance?
Hey, I believe I said it in the last video, Doc. Listen, I can't. If I had to put money on it, I couldn't. I had to bet. I would have to bet against the fact that Tio's gonna take that fight, because I don't care what they talking about. I don't care what they're talking about with Devin getting stunned, getting buzzed a little bit. They know that Devin Haney's the goods. They know that. Devin Haney just made a mistake against a high caliber fighter who came in there ready to win. People, you can't say Linares is easy pickings, man. First of all, Linares knew it was his chance, man, to take out an upcoming belt holder, the WBC holder. You know what I'm saying? And he came in there ready to fight, and Devin Haney got buzzed, and he did the right thing. But other than that, he had an exemplary performance, and he dominated the kid. Who have you seen dominate Linares? Nobody.
Right.
He goes out on his shield, but you never see nobody dominate him 10 rounds. Come on, man. It just didn't happen. So, with that being said, and looking at the character of this Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, these other, fighters, their character speaks for itself. They do all the talking but no fighting. Like, how in the world Ryan Garcia running off at his mouth after he got sat on his ass, in his last fight with Luke? But you coming back talking about you would have KO'd somebody, and you just came off of a mental breakdown. But yeah, you coming back popping off talking trash. So all of that posturing is simply for the casual fans. They are going to milk their cows as long as they can. They're going to run from Devin Haney the best way they can, because Devin Haney's in the coincidental list. And while they getting their shine, they're going to get their shine as long as they can. I don't think that T.O. nor Ryan Garcia is trying to get in the ring with Devin Haney anytime soon. I really don't.
Well, I'm going to speak on that, then I'm going to go ahead and shut it on out. I think Teofimo will get in the ring with him. I think the fact that Linares popped him a couple, and not just once, because he lit him up a couple times. I think that benefited Devin Haney. I think that'll make it easier for him to get somebody in the ring with him. Now, I still don't think Ryan will do it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But honestly, it seemed like anytime Ryan got the ability to get in there with somebody that would put him in that top tier, it seemed like he just fall back. And him speaking on, like Luke Campbell was such a great, fighter. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's an Olympic gold medalist, but that's the Olympics. You haven't beaten anybody of any real stature still. Like, if you're comparing Linares to Luke Campbell got dominated by Linares. Now, I'm not saying he didn't have a good showing, but he got dominated.
Facts.
And Lomachenko was supposed to be top pound for pound. he was beating Lomachenko. You know, now, you know, people say with a shoulder thing, Lomachenko was hurt, whatever. He was still getting beat. When the fight stopped, now Lomachenko stopped him with a nice body shot, but when the fight ended, it was basically a draw. One judge had Lomachenko winning, another judge had Linares winning, and another judge, if I'm not mistaken, had it dead even. So it ain't like Linares is you know, barbecue chicken. You know, somebody you just go eat up. No, Linares, and I said this in one of my videos, you can argue Jorge Linares is one of the best fighters in the lower weight classes. When I say lower, I mean from like 135 on down. You can argue he's one of the best fighters over the last 14, 15 years. So now I would not, let me say this too. That mess he did with Devin, that was some bull crap. I want you to speak on that real quick, then we will get up out of here, because at this point
What's that?
How is it power compared to Loma? No, you have power. I like your jab, but you need to use more like jab and two. Jab and two. You use only one.
How did Devin feel in there? How was the jab?
No, he was fast.
Connecting a lot with the jab.
He was fast, but I didn't feel his punch. He has only good speed. Good speed, but only that. How is it power compared to Loma? No, you have power. I like your jab, but you need to use more like jab and two.
Yeah, Linares is two-faced, and he done got with his people and got caught up in some media hype. I mean, Devin Haney stood right there after the fight, respectable, a gentleman, and asked him to critique his speed and power. And Linares sat there man to man, face to face, and told him that he has good power, he has a hellified jab. He even gave him some advice to tell him, yeah, you need to go with the 1-1 and then follow up with the 2. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I couldn't even see your 2 coming. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a lot of props, you know. And then he turned around and he go on some other media site. I don't know if it was one of them other. I wouldn't even name him if I knew the name of the interviewer and all of that. But he then gets on there and critiques him and says that he doesn't have any power. You know what I'm saying? After he told the guy he had straight power, he had a chance to tell him in his face. So, you know, we all know how that go. He's two-faced, and you know, and the truth ain't in him. And you know, true media, we gonna always bring that to the forefront. Last thing I really want to say about it is, look, to all the boxing fans out there in the YTBC, man, look, Devin Haney's 22 years old, okay? 22 years old, world champion. Just took out Linares. Totally outclassed him. Okay? Stop nitpicking. Stop trying to find a reason to down the brother when he ain't doing nothing but rising to the top. You know what I'm saying? What is Linares? What, 35 or something like that?
Yeah, but he also a grown man. He also a 3-division champion too.
Exactly, and he a grown man. A grown man. He ain't 22. He full-fledged ready. He in his prime. And he got dominated. That's all I got to say about that.
Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Shamzilla's hot seat boxing. Let's go.